This is the Costco Tonkotsu Ramen. It's $9.99 for 6 of these bowls. Usually when I eat ramen in a restaurant, I order the tonkotsu flavor. So I'm quite excited to try, maybe at least this tastes a little bit like the stuff at the restaurant. Tonkotsu, why is it so creamy looking and so delicious? Well, they emulsify liquid fat into the water. Emulsifying meaning that the fat gets blended into the water and it does not separate. That's why it's all creamy and it's probably really bad for you. Sometimes after I eat it, I feel like my heart's about to stop, so don't eat too much of this. Now, let's take a look at what the heck is inside. Is there even meat and half-boiled egg? I don't think so. Let's look at this. Fill up to the line, microwave for 4 minutes, add the soup packets, or put in hot water, just wait for 4 minutes, and then put in the soup packets. I personally like my ramen noodle al dente, and they recommend about 4 minutes or so. Let's look at what's inside. It says open up to this little line over here. Spicy sauce packet included. It's funny because it even says it has green onion, a Naruto fish cake, some pickled ginger, even some roasted garlic over here. And I think in the corner there was corn. There's corn right here and even a big piece of seaweed. The packet, the spicy sauce, and wow, look, nothing else. I'm just gonna open it up a little bit more. There are little pieces of garlic and green onion. So there you have it. This is plain noodle, no toppings like the picture shows. Let's see what I'm eating here. One bowl is 450 calories. My main concern is the sodium, 1,550 milligrams, 67%. So don't drink the soup. It should be okay. If you don't drink the soup, maybe you can cut it down to maybe, half or a third of this. All right, it's all ready. Put this in. Put the spice in. It smells really like tonkotsu. It smells just like it. I can smell the spicy flavor. Let's compare the two. This is what you get. This is what they want you to think you're getting. And if you're gonna go through the trouble and add all this stuff anyway, I mean, might as well just go out and buy it instead. It's like 10, 12 bucks. This video is not sponsored by Costco nor Nongshim. It would be strange that if they contacted me because I ate their ramen noodles, I guess. But let's give this a first try. Smells delicious. Usually I like to give the soup just a little sip. Not quite like restaurant ramen. Restaurant ramen tastes a little bit more creamy, I would say, for tonkotsu's broth. This tastes similar, very similar to Nongshim's other noodles. If you look at the broth, it looks slightly creamy, but I would say the stuff at the restaurant, it's even more creamy, probably has a lot of fat in it. This might not have as much fat because I didn't put any fat in it. So let me give this noodle a try. I like it. It's not quite ramen. It reminds me of Nongshim's, the other one, the one with the black and red label for the noodles. They probably, I don't know, maybe they even use the same noodles. Tonkotsu flavor. 30%, 50% tonkotsu. They made a good effort on trying to make this seem like tonkotsu ramen at the restaurant, but it's not quite there, but it's good. If you think that it's instant noodle in a bowl, but with it's slightly towards tonkotsu ramen flavor. I think they use a formula very, very similar to Nongshim's other noodles. And they just kind of added a slight flavor, a slight tonkotsu twist to it, rather than maybe develop this from scratch. I would say this is very satisfying though. I really like ramen, but it's just not very good for you. I can see a little piece of garlic here. Okay, this is the only kind of like a real thing. I hope it's real garlic. It's slightly raw. I think they cut this raw and dehydrated it. In order to not drink all the soup because it's just almost all salt, I'm gonna pour most of it out first. But I'm gonna measure it. The noodle soaked up a lot of the salt and also the water. The more soup I don't drink, the less salt that I would have taken. So I'm just gonna use that like as a ratio to just double check how much salt I had. It's about 3/4 cup. I use about 1 3/4 cup, 1.5 cup or so. So it's about half of the soup that I did not drink. At 1,550 milligrams, that means I probably ate about 800 milligrams. Still not too good for me in terms of salt intake. It's delicious though. Will I get this again? I think this is a little bit on the pricier side in terms of instant ramen. Instead of getting the bowl, you get the little packets and just use your own bowl. It will be a little bit cheaper. 3 of these is $5, but you can buy 5 packs of noodles for $5 or even less. So, you know, this gives you an idea that you might be paying about twice as much because you're buying this nice bowl and all this packaging. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. See you later.